5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, this is the HDYLM podcast, better known as the How Do You Love Me? If you're watching here on YouTube, you can tell that I have a guest with me. And we will talk about that in just a minute. But we're going to go ahead and get into our theme song. How do you love me? Well, so my name is Q. I am a natural co-host of this podcast. But for today, I have a special guest. I have Miss Teresa and hey. And this is my mother-in-law. This is Trey's mother, and that's why she's sitting in his chair. So I thought this would be a fun little episode. Trey went out to hang out with the boys, so I thought, hey, this would be a good time for us to kind of introduce our mother-in-law and Trey's mother and have a little conversation. So, Miss Teresa, how full is your cup?
My cup is actually full today.
It is?
I can say, yes, it is. I had a great day. I went to church this morning. And it was great.
It was?
Yes. So my cup is full.
What percentage would you say? How full is it?
I would say about 95.
95. Okay, so you ain't like your son. We giving out 93, 97. She on 95.
Yeah, I'm on 95.
I like that. Well, my cup is about 100% full, y'all. Oh. Normally, I like teeter around like low 90s, maybe 80s or 70s. But I have a full cup because this one right here, she fills my cup, y'all. We giggled and we had a good time. We ain't seen each other in a while.
Yeah.
Normally, we hang out like once. I don't know. It was like once a week, and we talk on the phone every other day. But we went to a pop-up shop with a bunch of vendors, and one of our friends, Sasha, was there, and she had Sasha's cheesecakes, which I have some in the fridge, and I said I was going to show it to y'all, but I forgot. But anyways, we went to that, and we just hung out, and then also yesterday went to get my hair braided, y'all.
Hey, looking good, girl.
Yeah, so my cup is on 100% full. And then, I'm just getting used to my routines at school. Me and the kids are building relationships. So it's pretty good this week. So, yes. So let's go ahead and get into our main topic today. So because I have Miss Teresa here, I thought it'd be a great time to talk about building relationships with in-laws. So I've been married to Trey for, 6 years now?
6. Yes,
we got married in 2014. And I guess the first thing, I would talk about my first impression of you. Okay. Like when I first met you.
Okay.
Because I said in another episode, I was very nervous to meet Trey's parents because he is a preacher's kid. He's a PK. And so I had a lot of pressure because I was like, I didn't grow up in the church. So I was like, I don't know if they're going to judge me. They ain't going to like me. They're going to be like, get this girl out of here while you bring her. But they accepted me with open arms. Don't you think?
Yes.
Don't you think?
Always.
Don't you think? And when I met Teresa for the first time, I just remember thinking, oh my gosh, she has just the like biggest smile. She is the most like genuinely happy and like loving person. Like she wants to hear about your day. Always is just ready to, I can't even describe it, but I just remember like, you just like genuinely a happy person.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, yes. You like, oh, really? Really? You know, just like, I had never met anybody like that until I met you, and I just enjoyed it. And then I also enjoyed it because like, I just didn't know what I was going to get. So I was like, well, to have a good relationship with my mother-in-law, I must be winning. What was your first impression of me?
Well, my first impression of you was when I met you was that I immediately thought that you was pretty, and I was like, oh yeah, he did good.
I wasn't a skittle diddle head.
No, you wasn't. You wasn't a skittle diddle head. So I was like, oh, He did good.
He did.
And so, but I thought you was pretty, and I thought you did good, and especially when I actually got to talk to you and know you and stuff, and your personality was just off the charts. So that even made it better, and it's been like that from day one up until now. So, and we have an awesome relationship.
Yes, we do, and
I love it.
I do too. And I met them for the first time at church. That was like the ultimate like, cause I was just like, ooh, Lord, I didn't know how to stand in church. I didn't know what I was supposed to wear. I mean, I found the only collar shirt I had at home and a nice pair of slacks, and I went up there and I put my little hair in a bun, because back then that was all I did with my hair. And I was like, I hope I look okay.
And she did. She was pretty. She was pretty.
Yeah. Well, I was just curious, because I know a lot of people's first impressions with their in-laws is not always the best.
That's true.
Because it's like, I heard some people say, like, right off the bat, their in-laws didn't like them just because, like, you know, where they grew up, or, you know, the fact that they weren't educated, or, you know, maybe they, like, got into trouble as a kid or whatever. And so I just wasn't sure what it was going to be like. And then my mom she's not married. And so I never got to see a in-law relationship. So I didn't know what it was supposed to look like. Like, can I talk with her? Would she like me? You know, am I supposed to call her mama? All this stuff. And yeah, they made it pretty easy for me. And then also Daddy made it easy too, because he was catering to me at first.
I was just about to say, yeah, once he saw her, she had him wrapped around her.
That's
her
what
finger.
they said, but I didn't feel that way.
Still wrapped around his finger. Yes, she is.
No,
she says that, but no. I live with him, so I know. She may not know, but I can tell, and I know she gets anything she wants.
No,
yeah, we just experienced this week that all she got to do is mention something, and she gets it.
Okay.
Mentions.
Okay.
Mind you,
actually,
we was
twice
on the phone at that.
Twice.
Yes. Yeah. And you know, it's pretty good when you can just mention something and you have it.
Yeah. And I'm not trying, but hey, it just happened. But I don't abuse it, because I know if I really want something, then I could go to him. But I wasn't even trying this time. Yeah, I thought I fell off, because y'all know Trey got a little brother and he has a girlfriend. So I was like, oh, I'm second fiddle now to the new one. But apparently I still got a little bit of power over here.
She's still in the running. She know. I told her she was first. So
I was first.
She was first.
Oh, I thought I lost my shine for a minute.
No, you haven't lost the shine. You haven't lost your shine.
We'll see. Anyway,
it's room. It's still room.
It's still room.
It's still room.
Well, so what are some things you wanted your sons to find in a wife? Like, what are some things you would look for? Like,
let me see. To be honest, I never really even thought of that. You know, you think of things like, you know, you want your sons to have a nice woman, you know, a pretty woman, you know, someone with a nice attitude, you know, that's respectful, you know, that's mountable and stuff. And you don't want nobody that's just out there to get your son to dog them out or get what they can out of them, that type thing. So I guess that would be it. But I would have to say, Trey and Kiana has been together for 7 years, so, and they're married. So, and then I have a younger son, Jay, and he's with his girlfriend Savannah almost a year now. Yeah. So, and they both of my boys, I can say they have done a great job with their women, and I love them both. So,
where do you think they get that from? Do you think they watching you?
You know what? I really don't know, but I would want to say they do. Yeah. I would want to say they do. And for the most part, I think so, to be honest.
I think so too. Because I
do.
Not to say that I do everything, like, because I know I don't. But I'm pretty sure that he found some things in me that he got, you know, that he got when he was at home with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think it helps that we're close, because then you can pass on some wisdom to me to be like, maybe not like that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
And maybe the same way with Jay and his girlfriend, because, you know, he probably even though I know guys probably don't want to admit it, but you leave your mama to be with your wife / second mama.
I think you're right.
I think so.
I think you're right.
They won't admit it.
I believe that. If
you thinking about getting married, just think about it. Everything his mama do for him while he at home, it's gonna be your turn in a little bit. Okay, we wash clothes, we wash dishes, we cook, we clean.
Yes.
Mama cook, clean, wash dishes, fed him, cleaned his diaper, and it's gonna come at some point too later down the road.
Yep.
So I don't know. I think I like what you said. So you just said a good attitude, a nice woman.
Yeah.
What about God fearing? I'm sure you probably definitely wanted that.
Well, yeah, I've always wanted that, and especially my husband.
Yeah,
but he more so, you know, because
that's daddy.
Yeah, that's daddy. Well, Trey really didn't, you know, because I think before Kiana, Trey had one other girlfriend that he really said that he was like dating his girlfriend. So then that didn't last too long, and then it was just Kiana being in the picture ever since. So, and she came to church, and she never stopped coming to church since then. So daddy was very pleased with that. So then, you know, Jay, on the other hand, my youngest son,
Jay the wild card.
Jay dated some, you know, several girls, and I can recall his daddy saying a couple of times, you know, you want a woman that's going to be in church, you know, you want to try to find you a church woman, you know, and you do want those things for your kids, but I personally never said that, but you do always want that, because, you know, that's our background, that's our makeup. So you do want that, but at the end of the day, we can't choose for our kids.
Right. That's what my mom always said.
They have to choose for themselves. They have to go through things. They have to experience things and learn from themselves. But the thing is, their foundation and their background, what they've been brought up in, and what we've taught them, you know. So I feel that they'll always reflect back to that.
Right. And it make it hard when you're trying to start a new life with somebody who do it totally different than you.
Oh, yes.
You're like, what you mean you using game? My mama used Tide.
Yeah, no, because it's funny that you said that, because I can recall when me and my husband Will got married. I mean, he was like, we're not buying no two breads. I only eat wheat bread. Oh. Okay, well, I only eat white bread. Well, we're not buying no two breads. Okay.
Like it was that serious.
It was that serious.
It was non-negotiable.
So we had to come to agreement. Needless to say, we started eating wheat bread. We've been eating wheat bread funny? Ever since.
Trey, he do not like wheat bread.
And Trey,
he can't stand wheat bread.
Jay don't either.
I ain't eating that wheat bread. That's all my mama bought. I say, Lord.
And Jay don't like it either. He prefer white bread.
That's funny.
Anyway, yeah, I can recall that. So it's things like that.
I think that's funny. But yeah, if I had a son, I think what I would want him to find in a wife is for them to have a positive mindset. They definitely gotta believe in God and go to church, because some people do one or the other, or you know what I'm saying. And
this day and time,
a lot of people don't believe like they used to.
They don't.
They believe, but they don't feel like they got to do the extra part. Another thing, I don't know. See, because like I came from a place where, like, not a place, but you know what I'm saying, like from a upbringing where like I always wanted to be loved. You know what I'm saying? And so whoever the girl is, I'm gonna need her to already have a little bit of love, because I don't want her to take my son.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like devour him and snatch him up and turn him into something he not even. You know what I'm saying? Like I was a different kind of I need love, but I've heard some stories of some girls who like wrap everything around their man, and then next thing you know, they don't talk to their mama no more. They don't talk to none of their family.
Yeah.
So whoever she is, she got to be family oriented, because if she can't hang with me, she probably just ain't gonna be able to hang.
Oh yeah, I believe that. I believe that.
Because I'm like, I'm not hard to get along with.
No.
I'm not hard to get along with.
And you're not hard to love.
Well, yeah. Oh.
You're easy to love.
I hope so. I mean, but who knows? Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm hard to get along with. But either way, I know I can't pick my kid's spouse, but those are some things that I wish they would find. And hopefully they would follow along that path, because I just don't want them to be hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes.
I don't want them to be hurt.
No one wants their child to be hurt.
No. Well, let's see. So, Miss Teresa, how long you been married?
I have been married now, this June, 20 years.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Long time.
Yes. So you put in the work.
I done put in a lot of work.
So tell me, what's some advice you might give, I guess me or somebody who's a newlywed, or maybe even advice you might give Baby J? About being in relationships.
Oh, okay. Baby J is the little son.
Yes.
Well, actually, I think the main thing in a relationship is, me personally, I think it's communication. Mm-hmm. That's a big part. That's a big key of mine, is communication. Being able to talk to each other and keep the communication line open. Because if you do that, then you can always work through whatever differences you have. Mm-hmm. That's my main focus. But once the communication break down, then it's hard.
Yeah.
So I think that's my biggest thing. And I think that not really, and I wouldn't say compromising, but I think that I think the two should come to agreement, and they should communicate and then talk and come to a mutual agreement on whatever it is that you're having discussion. So I think that's a big key to relationship, and actually having a long lasting relationship. Yeah. And making it work.
I agree. Communication is key. Yeah. Because and I think it depends on the kind of communication you have. Because first of all, you get to cussing at me, I'm about to leave.
Oh yeah, none of the cussing and the name calling. We're not.
Yeah, we ain't doing that.
We're not having.
And then
that.
Don't even get started with them hands. You keep your hands to yourself.
We're not taking no licks. No. I ain't never took no lick, and I'm not about to start. We're not taking no licks.
I'm probably the wife that's gonna be throwing them.
That's no, me too. But then that's gonna be the draw right there for me. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just some things that you have in your mind you just not gonna take. For me, that's one of them. I'm not taking no licks. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. That's something I'm just not gonna do. Mm-hmm. So, but I think that's communication is the key.
Yeah. How do you get to communicate? Like, so if two people are different, like let's say when I grew up, I saw people fighting. You know, that was how they communicate, with yelling. You get out of my face, I'm putting my finger in your face. And then Trey was more of like let's have a civil discussion. And I'm like, no, I'm ready to go below the belt. How do we meet in the middle? What can we do?
I think first of all, like you say, having a foundation with, first of all, God, because you're thinking, you don't want to fight. But sometimes even that, we get to those, we get so heated and angry that you be feeling like you ready to tear into somebody or tear into one another. But then sometimes you can't talk right then. Yeah. Sometimes it might be just good that you just go away, get to a different place, leave, and then come back later, and then you're able to talk.
Right. With a sound mind.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Sometimes that helps. So you're not able to discuss right then, but the communication is still open. You just can't communicate right at that moment. Right. But not communicate. I can recall in me and Will's relationship, in our marriage, in our early years, how we would just, I would always want to talk and discuss and talk the problem out and work it out, is where he just shut down. Yeah. And he felt like that if we was going back and forth, like you talking, I'm talking, and I'm getting my point across and you getting your, he saw that as arguing, and he didn't want to argue. And he felt that as, but me, I felt it as discussing it. We discussing it. We talking back and forth because we trying to work this out. Right. We trying to come to agreement. We trying to work our differences out. Settle this problem type thing. So, but in our younger years, he would just shut down. Mm-hmm. And so we would go 2 or 3 days. Yeah. Maybe not talking, saying nothing to each other, which wasn't a good thing. But then as the years go, you learn that those things are not good for you. And to do, because then that bring on more problems. Mm-hmm. So that's why it's good to communicate and to solve the problem quickly.
Yeah, Cause that's the thing. Cause I know for a while we was mad at each other for about a week. The only time we talked was when it was time to eat. What we eating tonight? I don't know. That was it. Other than that, I was like, get out of here.
She said, get out
of here. But when we went to counseling, all of that, everything just came running out of my mouth. Okay, I was like, and he said, and he did, and he was like, you never told me any of this.
I was just gonna say, but then we haven't told the other person.
So he felt like I was snitching on him.
So that's what we have to do. We just have to talk. And if you can't talk right then like I say, calm down, wait till you get to that place where you're able to talk. But the communication line has to be open.
Yeah, I agree. Communication.
And another good thing is keep others out of your relationship.
Yes.
The main thing.
Where the button at?
Don't keep a lot of people out of your relationship.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah,
and it don't matter where they at, because I remember I had told y'all on the podcast before, I had a coworker telling us all her business about her relationship. She told us everything. We had never met this man before, but when we saw him for the first time, couldn't stand him.
Yeah,
you low down dirty dog. And he was looking at us like, what's wrong with them? But we knew everything that was going on at your house.
Yeah.
And so it was
not good.
No, there's no going back from that once you tell everybody your business.
Yes. And as a married couple, it's just not good anyway. We have friends and mentors and different people we can confine in, and you have those certain people that you go to and you talk to that you can counsel and kind of help you along the way. But it's never good to just put each other out there or down. You never want to talk down about your spouse.
Right.
But it's not good to even just go out there and put your business out there. So you want to keep as least amount of people in your business if possible.
Right.
And that'll help also.
Yeah. I think you should keep the intimate details to yourself. You can probably tell the stuff where, girl, he forgot to take the trash, I guess. So you could tell that kind of stuff, but I'd probably leave the rest of that to yourself, because I don't know. And I just don't like knowing that other people know my trouble spots.
Yeah.
Like my own, like if I walk into a room and I'm like, crap, I done told them, and them that I got an issue with something, and they looking at me every time I come over thinking about that one thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
and then not only that, if you always telling other people your business and what you don't like about your spouse and what he did and what he didn't do, and you can't stand this and you can't stand that. And then at some point in time, they're going to be looking at you like, well,
why you with him?
Why you still with him?
Okay.
Like, why you keep, I don't want to hear this. You keep coming telling me all this, but you still with him. I don't want to hear it. You know, so they'll be looking at you crazy. Like, why you still with him all these years? He must not be that bad.
Okay. Okay. Must not be that bad. Well, see, so how do you, well, you know what? I've never asked you this question. Did you have a relationship with your in-laws?
No, I didn't.
No?
I didn't. I didn't get to meet either one of my in-laws.
Oh, okay.
Because they was both deceased when I met my husband. So.
Well, okay.
But I didn't have.
Yeah, so you didn't get the opportunity.
I didn't get the opportunity to meet his mom or his dad. But I mean, he have, a lot of siblings, like sisters and brothers. But his mom and dad, I never did get the chance to know them.
So so when I met Trey, look at Sheba. Anyways, when I met Trey, it was his mama, his daddy, his brother. And I thought, oh, this is cool. I'm in there. I had won them over or whatever. But then I had to realize, like, there was a whole group of other people. I had to realize because his daddy got a lot of family.
Yes.
So,
big family.
I met these people little by little, but I don't think there's an easy way. Is there an easy way to ease your way into some in-law relationships? You know what I mean? Like okay, so
you say ease your way into.
Yeah, because I always feel so weird. I mean, like when I was first being introduced, I felt so like, I don't know. I felt so weird.
I don't think so.
Didn't feel, well, you don't meet no strangers.
So. I think it's just it's within the person.
Yeah. I felt weird.
I would just say, because some people there are no strangers. They don't meet strangers.
That's you. You don't meet no strangers. She can get to talking about anything. What you mean? I love your shoes too, girl.
Yeah, that's me.
But me, I'm kind of like that, but I'm not on the same level as you. So
some people
like,
have to, you kind of warm up, I guess you would say.
Yeah. How do you, well, maybe that's just in general. How do you find the way to just make friends with everybody?
I think it's the person's personality.
So what do you do? Do you just find that good spot? What do you do? Because I'm not even lying, y'all. I don't know one person that do not like her.
What, to be honest, I honestly think that you have to be, it has to be your personality, because everybody's not the same and everybody's not going to see people. I guess me, because I can only speak for me. I'm the type of person that I don't meet no stranger, because I just always feel like I want a person to get their first impression to be the good impression about me. Because I am that person, and I always, I want to try to see the best in others and do, what I'm supposed to. So, and I guess, I don't know if some of that comes from my background.
Cause you're a PK
I'm
too,
a PK kid too.
Yeah.
So I was born and raised in the church. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think that just me, and now since I've grown and got older and more so in church and God's word, I just think that has a lot to a big part of my background plays a big part in how I greet people. And when I first meet them, I always want to, I don't know, to
make a good impression.
Yeah. But then that's just my personality too.
And then again, I think you also you grew up with a lot of siblings too.
Yeah, it was 6 of us.
Yeah, see.
6. 6 of us. Yeah.
And I think that
wasn't always easy.
Well, yeah, it probably wasn't. But I feel like that also gave you another little edge up, because at my house it was just me, my brother, and my mama. And my mama was like pretty closed off, and my brother was closed. And so like we grew up like, I love you, but go to your room. Yeah. kind of thing. And whereas you like, hey boo, let's go do whatever.
Yeah. So my family, I was from a big family, but I think my mom's side is where I got most of mine from, because my mom's side is very they're very loving, very outgoing people, very energetic. They don't meet any strangers. They gonna hug on you, they're gonna love on you, they're gonna kiss you when they meet you. And so I think I got more of her side. Is where my dad's side is loving, not really energetic, but they that loving, but they not, how can I say it? They don't really show it, but
they
know
not
they love
it. They not affectionate,
but they love you. So I think I got mine from my mom's side.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, they very active. And then my mom, she was always the type that, she gonna tell you, she gonna, love on you. Not only tell you, but love on you. Yeah. My dad, on the other hand, I don't even know if I could recall him telling us he loved us till he got up in age and older. Mm-hmm. But when we was little coming up, but my mom, she was gonna always, address it and then show us. Yeah. So
that's probably really where you got it from. You got it from mama, and you saw it, because you imitate what you see growing up.
That's true. And my siblings always talk about that they think I'm more like my mama's side. Me. Yeah. You just like mama.
I can see that. And when she get around her mama's side of the family, she lights up. I'm talking about just lights all the way up. Yes. Having a good time. I think like you fueled by like positive energy and positive interactions and family. Yes. And I like that about you.
I always fuel by that. Mm-hmm. Oh, and I can feel negative energy like instantly.
Really?
Like, yes. I can step in a room and I can feel it.
Really?
So I may not know who it is. Oh. I'm at that point when I first come into a room, I may not know who it is. At that point, I can feel it, but if I'm there long enough, I can recognize it. Really? I know who it is. Yeah.
So so that's what I want to know. Because I just normally try to leave. Like, I'm like, well, I just ain't going to go over there, you know. If I know somebody don't like me or they don't really particularly care for me for whatever reason, I just stay away. What do you do when you get to somebody? Because you don't meet a stranger. What do you do when you get to somebody who, you know, you can tell they, like, standoffish towards you?
It's funny that you asked me that because I just had this conversation like some days back. But anyway, I guess now I always think about, I'm always reflecting on God's word. Mm-hmm. So now I can sense it, but I'm going to just act like I don't even feel it.
Okay.
So I'm just going to address you. I'm going to come up. I'm going to act like, you know, I've been knowing you forever and a day.
Yeah.
You know, type thing. And you may even, you know, give me the cold shoulder or whatever. And that's all good.
Yeah.
Because I've grown in Christ and I just kind of overlooked that.
Yeah. See,
so, and if I shower you enough with my kindness and my love, then, and I've did it before, eventually, you know, you'll see that I am that person. And so then you just come around and you good. I think a lot of people, sometimes they first, I guess, instinct about me, sometimes they feel is not too good. Maybe.
Really?
I guess because I've had people to tell me that they thought I was stuck up until they get to know me.
What?
So I
can't even see that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if it's just the individual. I don't know. But
I think it just depends on their view. Cause like I could see you being very, very confident. You're very confident.
Yeah.
You walk into a room and hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You take over the room. And it's not like a bad way, but you know.
Yeah.
You have a
and I don't mean
energy.
it as a bad way. That's just how I am.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
That's weird. But anyways, I was just curious because I haven't met anyone like in-law wise who doesn't like me. But I do know that certain people just aren't really friendly. And so I was just curious how you navigate all of that because
you'll come to people that's not really friendly.
No.
But you just have to treat them with kindness.
Yeah. But that's the
way to do it. Just treat them with kindness.
See, that's how I know you Trey Mama because that's what he says.
You just treat them with kindness and go on. Because I mean, there's times I've did that and you know, I'd be like, oh Lord, help me, Jesus. Lord help me. I wasn't even feeling that, but God, you know, type thing. But yeah.
Well, it'd be hard for me to fake it because I'll be wanting to tell like, what is something going on?
Yeah.
But
sometimes it's a maturing stage.
I know. I'm working on it because Trey be trying to tell me all the time when I come home. He like, it's not you. I bet you it's not you. It's probably them and they're not even thinking about you. But I'd be like, but she didn't even speak. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just take stuff too, you know what I mean? I just be thinking too much about the wrong stuff. Yeah, and I take it to heart.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A lot of times you can't, especially nowadays, you can't take stuff to heart. You just let it go.
Oh, well, I'm working on it.
She said, oh.
Help me, Lord.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Help me, Lord.
That's a good thing.
Well, questions from our inner circle. So, Miss Teresa, what song or song, and I don't even call you Miss Teresa, I call you Mama.
That's right.
I call you Mama. What song or songs make you think of your spouse?
That's a good one. You know what? Actually, any older songs like blues and stuff like that.
Like, give me an example.
He loved older songs like Johnny Taylor and all them.
I knew it.
Oh yeah, he likes some of Anita Baker. Any kind of old song. Yes, he loves jazz. Anything like that reminds me of him.
Really?
Yeah, because he love old.
Well, I ain't even gonna be able to listen to them no more. I'm gonna take Johnny Taylor out of my playlist.
But you know, I was big on blues too now.
Really?
Oh yes, I was, and I was young then. Cause I mean, I'm still young now.
Yeah.
But back then I was in my 20s, but I was big on blues.
Really?
I like blues. Yeah.
I'm getting into it a little bit, like Johnny Taylor, and I don't even know. I'm still learning. Okay, I just know when I hear it, I like it. I know when I hear it, I like it. And then now stuff that I done heard at family reunions and stuff, I be like, oh, that's the jam. Now I understand why folks like it, because I'm like, yeah,
that's the jam. That's real music,
right?
Yeah, that's real music.
Let's see, what song or songs make you think of your spouse? Well, okay, so this one ain't like no romantic song, but it's a 3-6 Mafia, Stay Fly. and Outkast, So Fresh and So Clean.
Makes you think about Trey.
Yes, and then one more would be Dom Kennedy, OPM.
Oh my!
So when he hear this, he gonna start laughing.
Oh
it don't ever be nothing like super sweet or anything. It always be like about the way he dressed, because he's a nice looking guy. He dresses so.
He's very
so
handsome.
Fresh and So Clean. That's definitely one. And Stay Fly by 3-6 Mafia, and then OPM because
Stay Fly.
He loves spending other people's money.
Okay. He's good.
He would love to make money and spend their money.
Yes.
So those songs make me think of his spouse. I can't wait to hear what he would probably say is his answer for that song. Ain't no telling what it is.
No, right?
Ain't no telling. What do you think? What do you think Daddy would say a song that makes him think of you is?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I have no idea.
Oh.
Cause he can be kind of funny at times. Ain't no telling what he would say. I don't know. I have no idea.
So when y'all got married, what was y'all song y'all danced to? Do you remember?
Girl, that's 20 years ago.
I know, but sometimes you just remember.
Well, yeah, sometimes you do just remember. Look, I don't even remember.
You don't remember?
I don't remember.
I know we danced to Babyface every time I close my eyes.
Oh, it's been so long. Yeah, I don't remember.
Oh.
I really don't.
Well.
20 years is a long time.
Yeah, that is a long time. And I'll give you a pass on that. Okay, so we have another one. It says, great podcast yesterday, and I am so happy to hear how full your cup is. Sorry, y'all, we had skipped it a couple weeks ago. That is something I look forward to hearing. I have a question. What do you think is the glue that keeps couples together? Understanding, respect, love, compromise, complete honesty, sex? My mom always told me if you have compromise in anything, that it will cover all. Have a blessed day, and thank you for addressing my question. So, Mama, what you think?
What do you think is the glue that keeps couples together? She named them, or he. They named.
It was she.
She named them all.
Yeah.
I think you have to have all of those.
Yeah.
To keep it together.
I think for real, complete honesty.
Yes, all of them.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have all of those, that means something goes lacking. Then you have breakdown in the relationship, and then there's trouble in the relationship.
Yeah. Because
so you need all of those.
Remember when you was talking about communication? Mm-hmm. If you don't have understanding on the other side of that communication, it ain't really effective communication.
That's right.
Because I can tell you all day how I feel, but if you okay, whatever, and you're not understanding, it's just going in one ear and out of the other, and we're not ever gonna get to the respect part where you respect my feelings.
That's true.
I think love is one that we all need, but for whatever reason, most people always think that's the only one.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Not, yeah,
it's like but it's like love/lust. He fine though. He fine, and I love him. But what else? What else?
So a lot comes with that.
Yeah, compromise and complete honesty. I think complete honesty is definitely in there, but I don't know. What do you think? Are you completely honest? I always wonder. So this. I'm sorry. We're gonna answer your question in a minute. Do you think you are completely honest with your spouse? Because I think about this all the time.
Am I completely honest?
Yes.
Actually, at times I could say no.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I could say no, and there will be times I would have to say, Lord, forgive me. Lord, help me. But now that I'm older and I've gotten older, I'm always telling him, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm straight up telling you. If I said that's what I meant, if I did it, that's what I did. I'm telling you. Whatever I say, that's it.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. So here, this is why I ask, because I'm honest, but I leave some stuff off sometimes. Because I don't want...
Well, I guess that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not that like I'm lying and I said I was with my girlfriends and I wasn't. I'm talking about like when you ask me a question like, is everything okay?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And if it's not, I just don't want to share it because I don't want
to share it. Yeah.
Or maybe just because I just don't feel like it's worth the argument, or it's worth us hashing out, or it's not anything I feel like we can fix, or I just don't feel like wasting the time on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so sometimes I'm not completely honest with everything like that in that way, because I just don't want to share and cause problems. That's where Trey was like, sometimes you be mumbling. That's why I be mumbling, because I'm like,
well, you know what? It's funny that you said that, because I know what you're saying, and I done been there. Like I said before, I would do that, but now I'm to a point in my life and my background, and I'm so adamant about, I guess, God and His Word. So that's all I know, and I'm always mindful that God doesn't like a liar.
Yes. So
I'm always mindful of that. So I try not to do in that. Have I always succeeded in that or been perfect? No. Mm-hmm. There's times I have to ask God to forgive me. But I'm saying that I think there's ways that you can get around that. I mean, maybe like you say, you can be like, well, no, everything is not okay, but I don't feel like talking about it. Okay. It's nothing that I need to talk to you about, or it's nothing that we need to discuss.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm gonna be okay, type thing. Mm-hmm. But I understand what you're saying, because I done been there.
Yeah, because sometimes I just don't want to talk about it. Okay, and this is why. Let me tell you why, y'all. Trey's the logic, okay? Sometimes I want to hear his logic.
Yeah.
So when I come to you and I'm fussing about one of my coworkers, I don't want to hear your logic.
Because we as women, we just want to vent. Yes. We just want you to listen.
Yes. And so sometimes
we don't want no response. We just want you to listen.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. It ain't nothing serious. I just be like, oh, today was a good day.
Yeah. It was like today was a good day.
Yeah, today was a good day.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was just curious what you thought, because sometimes I don't share it all, and it's not that I'm not gonna share it with him and I share it with somebody else. It's just I just don't want to talk about it. Yeah. It'd be one of them days. Well, okay. So she said, what do you think is the glue that keeps couples together? We say all: understanding, respect, love, compromise, complete honesty, sex, and God.
Yes.
Because I think he's the umbrella on top of all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
to hold everything together.
Yeah. I think that that pretty much answered your question. So, did you have anything else you wanted to share?
I don't know.
No, you don't know.
Look, she got me on this podcast.
Yes, I did.
And this was like spare of the moment type thing. So I don't know.
So how do you feel now that it's over? What do you think? It
wasn't that bad. Mm-hmm. I'm still nervous. I think I'm about sweating. I don't know. I'm probably like drenching wet under these clothes right about now.
It's not that bad.
Because my nerves is bad.
It's not that bad.
But yeah.
Next time you'll be a pro.
I think I might be a little bit better next time.
And so and actually this time I didn't have a nice little script. I mean, I made a little script real quick. But next time we'll have something real good to talk about. Yeah. Maybe we can talk about the baby. The next baby.
The next baby.
Yeah. Maybe next time. So that's going to be a long time. The next baby in the family.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. See, that's why we got to talk about it.
Look, oh, Lord.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Well.
So, one more question before we go.
Uh-huh.
So, I know you answered the question about, your first impression of us as being the in-law.
Uh-huh.
So, I would like to ask you, it's 20 years late. Well, not 20 years later now, but it's 20 years later for me.
Uh-huh.
But it's, almost 7 years later for you? So, how do you feel being in this family? In the Scott family.
In the Scott family.
Smith family.
You know what? Actually, I'm very happy and thankful to be in this family because Yeah. Again, I keep saying this, and this is not a knock on my family. It was a different way of growing up, and that was just the way that I had always seen it. We're family. We may not express our feelings, and I was okay with that. But then I was basically exposed to a different way of being a family with you guys, and I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not like super close knit, but we have our moments where we come together, and I'm like, see, this is why you do it, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I enjoy it because y'all are so close knit, and y'all are a big like.
So we are good people. You love
us?
Yes, you love us. You like being in our family.
Yes, I like y'all.
We did good,
and y'all don't be fighting all the time like some families I know, and so y'all ain't good. y'all managing money, and we ain't borrowing from each other, nothing.
Yeah.
We ain't fighting. I ain't never had to cuss you out.
That's right. You never had to cuss me out. I ain't had to cuss you out.
No, you ain't never pulled up to my job and did nothing to me, and I ain't did nothing to you. So
we're not having that.
I just like that we have like a mutual understanding, and we can communicate, because there are times where I've come to you and I've been like, I didn't like that, or you come to me and you've been like, that wasn't the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And we both still walked away like, well, I love her, and thank you for letting me know,
Yeah. And I also think that as far as in-laws and everything, because like me and you, my daughter-in-law, I mean, you're young, but I think that it is still respect on both ends, and you respect each other.
Yeah.
And I think that goes a long ways also. Even, I mean, just because you're young and you younger than me, but I think it's still a respect.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I enjoy having a relationship with you, because we be cracking up sometimes.
We have good.
And sometimes we don't even be doing nothing like
just in each other's presence.
Yeah, like
right?
remember when quarantine first started and we was supposed to be going to Target?
Yeah.
And we ended up riding through them neighborhoods. We was rolling through some $1 million neighborhoods.
Just looking at houses.
And my mama was like, roll down there. I want to see the front of that house. And we rode down this driveway. Well, we thought it was a street. We ended up in front of somebody's house and couldn't get out. We had to back out. Mom was trying to get me to pull in behind their house. But it was a good time, though. It was a really good time. Like, we really don't even have to be buying nothing or doing anything
just
special.
In each other's presence.
Yeah,
and I think, and probably why we on this podcast now is because we hadn't saw each other so long.
Yes.
Yeah, she had to give me the little sob story too last night. Yeah.
Yeah, I told her.
She think I done put her down for somebody else.
She done let somebody else get in my spot.
I told her nobody can take her spot.
No, I know.
Nobody takes her spot.
But I was just being funny. They was a seat filler.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody takes her spot. She has her own personal spot.
I can't wait till we
and she know I've always let her know a zillion times how much I love her,
yes,
how much I care about her, and how much, boy, if anything ever was to happen to her, Lord, I don't know what they would do to me or with me.
She always say, where my son-in-law at?
Yeah.
Meaning I'm the daughter and Trey the son-in-law.
That's how I dress him. I be asking her, where my son-in-law at? Yeah. Because, she liked the daughter. And he liked the son-in-law, for real.
I enjoy our relationship.
Yeah.
I know Trey do too, because I'm sure he wouldn't want us to have a bad relationship at all. So.
Oh, no.
I don't think I would have even been able to qualify as his wife or girlfriend if we didn't get along.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I already knew. He told me from the jump, girl, if you wasn't going to church, I wouldn't have been with you.
Oh my.
Yeah, you ain't ever heard him say that?
No.
Yeah, he was for real.
Yeah, he was for real.
He said, if you didn't go to church with me.
Well, he was born and raised in it.
And he for real. And he stuck to his guns, and I can't. Well, it didn't take a lot of pushing for me. Once I got in, I was like, oh.
Well, you came to church that one time.
I know, and after that, I was set.
And you never stopped coming.
I know, because it was real for me. Whenever I went to church with other people as a kid, it was not a game, but it wasn't real, because I didn't have enough that I realized in my life going on to think I needed God. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't spoken around me enough. It was just like a holiday thing. But once I finally came with y'all, I had some stuff happen in my life, and I was like, I see the life that I can have without God, and I see people around me, you know, over here who have God, and I want my life to be like that. You know what I'm saying?
So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
And I've been rolling ever since.
Been rolling ever since.
Almost
7 years strong.
Yeah. Well, that's with Trey, but no, I've been saved since 2011.
I often say yeah. So
nine years.
Yeah. Okay.
9 years.
Okay.
I got saved June 25th.
Yeah.
2011. I remember that. I ain't gonna forget that.
That's all right. So that's a good thing.
Yep. Well, I think that was a pretty good episode.
I think it was too.
I know we definitely got to have you back, and I cannot wait to hear Trey when you hear this episode.
I know, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna tell him what he's gonna say.
Well, we'll see. Well, anyways, thank you guys for listening to the How Do You Love Me podcast. If you're new here, we really appreciate you for listening. Mama, thank you for coming on to the podcast.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
She ain't on social media, so y'all can't follow her. Don't be trying to look her up.
On the social media stuff.
No, but don't forget to subscribe and leave a review letting us know how we're doing. And if you would love for Miss Teresa to come back on, let us know. You guys can find us on Instagram at HDYLM_podcast. And if that's too much work, who y'all lazy? The voicemail is 682-231-0848. And as always, you guys can go to our website at HDYLM.com. And if Trey was here, he would say, let me make my voice a little deep. Remember, it's always grand gratitude over here. That's high thinking, strong faith, simple living, smart work. With that being said, peace.
Peace.